Hi everyone, it's Mary and welcome back to With Love Designs. Today we will be making a bendy card. This card is nothing new. This design is not new. There's a ton of these things, examples on YouTube and on Pinterest, but new to me because I do have an Etsy shop and that's my focus is on the Etsy shop, and I would create pop-up box cards and just didn't really have enough time to create anything else. So I limited myself just with that, because I do have a family and I have to be able to manage my time wisely. Can't spend all day in my craft room. So doing the best I can. But now that I am just exploring, now that I have a YouTube channel, I do want to explore, other ways to make cards. And this one caught my eye because again, it's 3D, it stands up, and I'm just a sucker for those 3D cards. So this again is the Bendy card, and this one is the baby card. I made my own background just to test it, and then of course created a design for it as well back here. So thought it was cute. So this one here, it does stand up on its own like this, as you can see, and it is bent down here. But the beauty of it is it literally folds flat again, and then it also fits an A2 card envelope. So not a problem, regular postage. However, if you decide to build one that has a lot of dimension, then you might have to do extra. But I enjoyed that it's just, one card. You can just fold it flat, and when you open it, it pops up and it becomes something you could display. Again, this is the Bendy card, and I'll share the measurements with you, and we'll make a boy and a girl. Not this design, but a whole completely different design, but still a baby card. So let's get started. So this is due to time, I just want to make sure I prep this stuff early, and you can see my hands are inky already. So this is the background. And I'll give you the dimensions. I stamped out the greeting. These are the pieces we need. So you can make this card out of one 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and then you can use one 6 by 6 paper for the mats. And then of course, if you're going to mat here as well, you'll have to probably use 2 sheets of 6 by 6. But this is, I decided to do my own decoration for that one. So this piece right here, the bigger piece, this pink piece here, measures 4.25 by 5.5, and then we're going to eventually score it 2 3/4 once we put this mat here. And this mat right here is 4 by 5.25. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue it together, and then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to score it 2 3/4. So it's got that bend right there. So then the other piece is this right here. This piece will measure, this is the center piece. So this one measures 3 3/4 by 5, scored at 1/2 and 4.5. And then we'll also, if you're going to stamp an image, recommend you stamp the image first before you score it, because if you score it, it will take the image, it will make the image different. For me, I didn't do that. I decided to do a separate one as a mat so that I could avoid that crease stuff. So we'll go with that. And then the last piece that you'll need is the band, which is 1 inch by 6.5, scored at 1/2 and 6. So we'll score all these things together. So this is the girl version, and then of course we've got the boy version just in blue. Same thing, I've already done this part, the mat for it, and I've already, just for ease again, I decided to stamp it out already and glue this piece just so it'd be a little bit quicker. All right, so let's start with the girl. Let's score stuff together. So this piece here is the center piece, and we're going to score again at 1/2. And then 4.5. Oops. Oopsie. It went off the grid. And then here, we scored at a half, which I already did, and then it's 6 for the band. And then for the big piece, again, let's glue this together first before we score it. So let's do that first. Just put the mat on it and score it for glue it first. And I like the glue because it gives me a little bit of time to align it before it becomes permanent versus tape. I'm sure you've heard that many times. But then I use my bone folder to kind of spread the glue around. And so that's that. So now that we have the backing glued, or the mat glued to the front, we will score at 2 3/4. They'll score in the back so that the crease isn't as visible. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we'll just fold in half. I'll use another scoring and just reinforce. All right, so now you have half of that. Now we're gonna do the same here. We're gonna burnish the fold lines. All right, so it's going to be pretty quick because again I did everything up front. So we're gonna put the mat, and this mat here measures 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I just like that border, that much of a border on each around, all the way around. So that's my choice. You guys can change it up based on your preference. I'm aligning it again. All right, so now we have that piece, and now what we're gonna do is, before, see how it's straight right there, what we're gonna do again is flip it over, and we're gonna score again on the back side, just so that the piece doesn't look, the crease isn't up front. And this one we're going to score at 2 1/2. So the cardstock I'm using this way, the reason why I think I'm having a hard time creasing these is because I'm using a 110 cardstock. So you just bend it a little bit, and then what's going to happen is you're going to take this score line and match it with this score line. What I want to do, this one here, I did all the way up top, and then you didn't really get to see the design paper unless you saw it this way. This one, change it up a little bit, and I'm actually going to put it at the bottom, not too far down, but not all the way down here, but at least up to the paper, just so that you kind of see this beautiful paper up here, where the other one I kind of hid it and you couldn't see it. So this one I'm going to change it up. I'm going to make it that you can see the beautiful paper as well. All right, so you're going to line it up. Score line to score line. And so now you have that piece, and if you do it this way, now you can see that it's starting to take its shape. So basically what we just need to now this will be the last piece. It's going to be a congratulations, but it will be down here. It looks like that, right? But we're not done yet. What we're going to do is bring out these cute little pieces. And remember I was showing you the stamp set. So adorable. I'm going to show you again. But it's got onesies, a dress, a pullover, a blanket, just a lot of adorable little things. So because this is my girl card, I will show you. So we've got a cute little dress, a ducky, and cute little hearts. So these are all part of the stamp, even the little duckies and the hearts and the stars. So you can just design it the way you want it. And I just thought that was really cool that you could do that. So now I'm gonna pop all of these up. And let me get my tape. Just gonna put tape on them, or not tape, adhesive. And then this one. All right, so now that we have it, I want to see as far as alignment. Even has the clothespins. It's adorable. So I think maybe because these are so pretty, I want to be able to separate. I think that's what I'll do. Versus, even though the dress is adorable in the middle, I just feel like this guy's left out and it's not really highlighted, so I want him to get attention as well. So I'm taking out the adhesive backing and basically could just align it with the clothespins. So that's one. Same. Two. And then the last one, which is the cute little dress. So there you go. Isn't that cute? Just so adorable. All right. Now that we have that, we're ready to put this piece here, which is the banner or the band. And basically, since I haven't bent it yet, you can see it's not bending. So what you do is you want to just take your bone folder and kind of just do a slight curve on it, just so that it will look better. See it? That bend. So now when you put it on, it'll want to do it on its own. You see it? All right. So now let's put glue on the end. And bring it back down. Corner to corner. Alignment is important. Make sure it's not past the card. All right, so now we've got a finished card, and you can bend it, and you see the bend there, and you can see the beautiful paper all the way around versus how I had it here. I hid the paper. Granted, this one isn't as amazing as this one because this is already made paper where I mean this has sparkle, but I just created other stuff with it. So there you go. Pretty, huh? Pretty easy too. So done, and then fold it down, put it in an envelope. Look at that. Pretty good. And then when the recipient gets it, they're like, oh, they should already know to bend it. And look at that. That's just beautiful, I think. I like it. So that's one. So now let's do the boy. here's the boy card. Again, lays flat. Pretty awesome. The girl card. So close up. Oops, sorry. Right there. That's really close. And then this one, the boy. Really simple. Really quick to make once you get the prep work and you have it all ready. So thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, nothing new, not a new idea, just new to me, and hopefully you guys like my take on it, and hopefully you guys make something. It's pretty cool. I like giving stuff that makes that stands up, I guess. I don't know, I have a tendency to do pop-ups a lot just because it's different, and I love how you can just squash it down, not hurt it, and just mail it with one stamp versus a ton. But that depends on your how you decorate as well, because if you decorate it with a lot of stuff, it might require more than one stamp. But if you keep it as simple, as plain as I can, and even though with this having dimensional on it, it's still pretty flat mailing it. Yeah, I like how it just gives that wow effect. All right, I have talked enough. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and hopefully you enjoyed this project. Please let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you again. If you enjoy this project, please like and subscribe. It does help me grow or be seen in YouTube, especially since I'm starting out. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Bye.